Hi everybody, it's me again. Um, I thought I would just tap into a reading of one of my poems from early this morning, actually, because I kind of had some weird dreams last night, and I was kind of awoken at 4 in the morning, which was pretty familiar ground for me of lately, but with the dreams and with that moment that I woke up in, it was very familiar. It felt very familiar. It brought back a lot of memories and stuff, and but it also made me think of other things and past stuff, and it was something that went through my head about the eyes being the windows to the soul. And that was playing in my mind because it's not very often that I can walk around and look at people straight in their faces, because it's really difficult, or look in people's eyes because it's really difficult being like an empath sort of thing, because I read people, and a lot of the time it's difficult because a lot of the time you pick up all the negative stuff and you pick up the bad stuff and you can read people and things, and I don't like reading the bad stuff. It's a safety thing, I wish I learned about a long time ago to protect myself, but because you had to know who was safe and who wasn't safe and all that sort of stuff, and when you got to survive and living a life that's depending on how or who you're with and how safe you're going to be, it's all in the eyes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read this thing I wrote last night, or earlier this morning I should say, and then I will elaborate a little bit more on it after. So just kind of bear with me a little bit, because my system crashed again and I'm kind of working on auxiliary power at the moment on my system. So, I'm going to try and get this through. I'm going to put a bit of music up that I can hear in the background, and hope it's not too loud because I'll get done for copyright. But anyway, so here's the story. Here's the poem. Okay, here we go. Right. Okay. 4 a.m. again. Awakening to an early morning. Skies lighting up as the shadows peer through curtains drawn. The sound of birds outside the window. A memory comes to mind of a 4 a.m. wish made to afar, asked and said, each the same wish made. Wishing to be somewhere else, within the arms of true happiness. I look to the screen, but nothing is there. Heart flutters in anticipation, a silent prayer in my thoughts, but the wish is not there, just an empty screen so bare. An emptiness fills me from within, of a wish to be, just to see those eyes alive within me, within life, with life. Yet there is a knowing it may never be. So a darkness is growing so deep, reaching to the soul. Heart feels heavy in that moment of time, never to become again. One wish withering away in memory, not just for the day. Wow. I can feel my heart going now already. Okay. One of the things that I did before and during my recovery was actually look into the eyes of truth. I looked into the eyes of my best mate at the time, who was telling me his story, which was so much like mine, but I could see in his eyes what he was feeling. And every time he told me that I could do this, and every time he said I was going to get through everything that I was going through, I believed him. I could see the honesty, the sincerity in his eyes. The first time I saw him, I looked in his eyes unusually and felt safe, because that's the point. When you can look into the eyes of someone, you're seeing into their soul, if they're true or not. And that's what I began to do when I was in meetings, looking into the eyes of people and reading their sincerity, their pain, their loss, their issues and problems, but reading the honesty and feeling it. And it was something that I carried on for a while in order to get me through a lot of the things that I went through. Seeing into the eyes, into the soul. See, when you can look into the eyes of someone that's true, you it gives you that sense of safety, that sense of trust. When you can see that they are being honest and open with you and real, that kind of opens up something in you. It's almost like it's like a given permission to be the same, because you feel it will be reciprocated. And I got honest and I got open, because I felt it was okay to do that, because it was. And I began to learn that all the things that I'm going through and that I've been through, a lot of the feelings and emotions were normal. It's just how you acted upon them was what made the difference. I once looked into the eyes of someone and saw the truth of that person, saw the depth of that person, saw the power in her eyes. And it opened so much within me. It was like somebody reaching in and pulling you out from inside to a person who you didn't realize was there, or you didn't know was there, because everything was new. But it made you aware of all that you could be. It made you think or it made me think of everything that I'd ever buried inside. Even the new stuff was new and different and unusual and crazy, but wow, was it powerful. Powerful enough to change my perspective on life, to change who I am, to kind of push me forward, to follow my dreams and to follow my goals and my hopes and look beyond the issues and see all the possibilities and see what I could do, see the answers and see a way through. And that awoke within me, almost like another me, a new me. And that is exactly what I found in my recovery, an awakening. Something that I didn't know that I had, but it was always there. It's just I buried it so deep with all the other darkness and with all the other stuff, including the bad stuff and the dark stuff that overtook everything and hid the best of me. So I'm okay with looking into people's eyes. I see the truth in people. I know a long time ago I saw the truth in somebody who I knew was wrong, and I warned everybody because it was like, look beyond the smiles and the lies and the false gratitudes and the falseness. And I wish that I was wrong because it all changed, because everything changed. He changed and he became someone I knew was there. I could see inside. But having that vision of being able to see the real people is what drives me, because it brings out the real me. And it makes me more open and honest and truthful about everything that I am and I'm trying to be. And because that's all you can do. You can just try. Do whatever you can possible. You're going to get all the negative feelings, all the defeating behavioral thought processes or whatever, but you can get past that. Especially when somebody believes in you enough to listen and affect how they are as well. And when you see somebody light up and shine when you're with them, it's just amazing. I get that in my job when I go into a person and I provide them with a service, but I go above and beyond. I go beyond just the rules and the regulations and the whatever we got to do, because I add me to it. I add the best part of me to it. And I can quite happily walk out that door and know I'm leaving that person with a smile on their face, feeling like they matter. And when I walk away from, or I go online and I'm chatting to somebody and I share a part of me, which is taken on board and appreciated for the best of me, that gives me the power inside to feel that I can do anything, that I can make anything possible happen. Because I know I can. I just have to get past that second thought thing that goes on in your head and count myself down and think, right, now snap out of it and just do it. Like, I was really nervous to do this. I don't know why, but it's okay. I'm doing it, and I hope you like or relate to the poem that I wrote. It was very early morning, and I work best at night because it's so quiet and peaceful. So I hope this is reflected good upon you, whoever listens to this, and know that whoever you are, you touched me inside and brought me alive. And I am truly, truly grateful to you, whoever you are. So I'm gonna sign off from this one, because I've still got a lot of preps to do, but I'll get there. And I will see you in the next video, whenever it comes. Okay, thank you, and bye-bye.